Hey everyone, how you doing today? I'll take another look at the workshop and of course see what's out there and a lot of really cool inspiring creations. And everything today is actually for Reforged Eden, or the versions that I have. Now there's a couple that are compatible with vanilla as well. So the very first creation here is the RE Athena Station by Boba Brett. And really cool looking space station here. Just kind of taking a look at its decor here. I love these round landing pads and the entry points on the sides there with the texture lights. So I'll have to take a look at this at night here too. Pretty interesting assembly here on the side of the space station as well. Kind of looks like I don't know, almost like a larger CV dock point or a repair point or something like that. It is really cool though. Made with a lot of thin blocks and some other various pieces in there. That is slick. Again, yeah, the round landing pads. That is a really sweet idea there. Let's take a look at the rest of this here. Yeah, I like the whole angling done on the top section here too. Really cool block work there with the triangle window enclosures on the corners. That is slick. Let's see what's going on down here. You can see into a lot of these rooms here too, which is really cool. I like the visibility in the glass there. And it looks like we've got 16 solar panels on the bottom side in this solar array. Nicely detailed as well. A lot of intricacies going on there. Yeah, you know, before I get into that, before I run inside, I do want to see what this looks like at nighttime though, or how it would look in space typically. Something like this. Basically, take a look at those lighty up landing pads there. That's cool. So you can obviously see where you're going to land. And that is, I like the lighting coming into the door here too. Very cool looking space station. So, yeah, Athena Research and Manufacturing Hub, Core Industries by Boba Brett. Let's get inside here. Oh, this looks nice right away. Oh, look at that. We got a couple furnaces in the center. One below and one above. Almost looks like some kind of big machine. Almost like I'm expecting like some kind of laser reaction or something like that going between the two. But that is a really cool display for some furnaces. And looks like we got constructor, small constructor, and a deconstructor in the one corner over here, and a couple more advanced constructors here. Another small constructor. Over here looks like we got some utility, health and O2, and a storage controller. And then over here we got armor repair, armor locker, another storage controller, and was there storage controllers here? Nope, not on that side. And then elevator hopping up there. Looks like there's two elevators then. Ah, very cool. And then this obviously goes out to the other landing pad. Nice look though. I mean, it's lit nicely and everything. I'm at like it's pretty dark outside too, so this is lighting up very nicely. So let's go up and then we'll go down after that. So get to the top floor here. It looks like a nice farm location. I guess there's 36 grow plots here. We got a couple fridges and a food processor. Looks like we've got a repair console over here. Unless that's the deco one. The real one? That's the real one. Okay. I believe there's another piece that kind of looks like that too. But and then we got our teleporter. Nice. So yeah, laid out very nicely here. So 36 grow plots, your repair and teleporter. So I gotta assume that there's a repair bay somewhere on here. I gotta go check out the exterior again. And let's go down below this floor. Looks like we got another floor directly below here, which is kind of like access to the different things below here. And that shifts to the other elevator there. Okay, so basically some more controllers here. I'll have to take a look at the total storage on here. Nice. So let's go down. It looks like the bottom floor here. Oh, I like the shift in lighting down here. Definitely, it's a little bit darker. Feels pretty much like engineering. Obviously, a warning label getting into that room there. So walk around the outside here, and obviously, yeah, some generators in there. Some cargo boxes around here. That's kind of neat with the magenta type lights mixed in with a little bit of I don't know, maybe that's just magenta lights. It looks pretty good with the orange though. I like the way that the light casts upon that. So in here, this is going to be probably a hot zone, and I can see probably why. So maintenance areas, we got a core, CPU blocks, generator, gravity generator, and yeah, quite a few CPU blocks and fuel tanks. So a lot of parts in there. Cool looking windows too. I like how you can kind of view the bottom sides of the landing pad too, which have a lot of detail on them as well. So yeah, it's pretty much straight to the point. You've got your main production area up top, as well as your, well, kind of in the middle, and then at the top you have your farms, and down here it's basically just you know, all your parts and things like that. That is really cool. Speaking of that, I just want to take a better look at the bottom of the landing pads. I like these I don't know, bullet-looking pieces there. These tanks that are hanging down from the bottom of the landing pad, and then this antenna array here as well. A lot of nice detail involved in here. It's cool that you can again see through these windows and kind of get an idea, and you see the different lighting and the different environments through the windows from the outside. Definitely a nice touch. Yeah, really cool, really cool. So let's take a look at some specs here. To start with, unlock level 20, size class 4. 5 hour and 50-minute build time. And this again is for Reforged Eden. CPU wise, looks like it's fitting really well here. Yeah, 348,000 out of 360. How it's set up, which is not maxing out by any stretch. The amount of CPU you can add in without quantum or auxiliary cores. So there's going to be additional CPU available for sure. Let's take a look at some storage on here. So we got quite a few different storage areas here. We got food input and output, which I imagine those are going to be fridges. We've got main storage C and D. So we got a 360K and a 320K. And we got another controller here, a big one, 507K and another two 507Ks. And it looks like beyond that, some various boxes and other things like that. So yeah, so hard to exactly calculate the full storage, but two 507, yeah, quite a lot of storage basically on here as well. And just take a look one last time if I look at that. Yeah, 5 hour 50-minute build time, and it does need a little bit of estrium and zirconium, but very little. Probably about the minimum required there. 36 row plots, some neo, some cobalt. Nothing major at all. Yeah, very cool looking space station. I like it's so cool. I think the highlight too is walking in from these landing pads. That just looks really cool with this block work around the door and the glass and the LCD that's up there. And the lighting in the round landing pad. Just, yeah, a lot of very cool things about this. So excellent work again. So again, this is the RE Athena Station by Boba Brett. Very cool creation. Let me get the lights back on. We'll take a look at the next one here. I got quite a few things on a landing platform over here. We're going to start over, I think I had it set up to start here. So look at this guy over here. This is the Kedge Heavy Freighter by Bone Dog. And really cool looking design. It reminds me of a ship that I kind of made a long time ago, but it's not that ship at all. It is a lot bigger. It's the only thing that it reminds me of is it's just a similar, just a bit similar on kind of the overall shape of it, but yeah, this is really cool. This is a bigger and more elaborate ship. A lot more things going on with it. Oh, this is really cool too. I was just checking out whatever's going on the backside here. That is cool. Interesting look for, I would say thruster housings, but they're not thruster housings. Or if they are, then they're kind of meant for add-on thrusters later on. I'll have to take a look at the blockwork around that. Yeah, look at all this framework going on down here too, and various lighting. Oh, looks like we got some solar incorporated in here too. Interesting. Didn't even see that really from the outside or the top view flying around very much. I guess I wasn't looking for it, but yeah, cool stance too. It kind of sits up in the air a little bit. A lot of detail going on here. I love the piping too, and this column of pipes, how they're coming through here like that, and they kind of like go down all in an organized fashion, and they have these areas that kind of mount the pipes through to keep them all like you know, properly secure and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of the metal framework in here too. Let's get up top side here some more. Yeah, that's really, really cool. So I got some down thrust on the very front there. Looks like a big reverse thruster in the middle, kind of below the bridge there, all the way back over in that location. That bridge looks really cool too. It kind of the angle kind of reverses, so it's angling upward like that. Very cool. Yeah, I like this radar mount over here too. It's got this this arm that kind of holds it up over there. It's got a light below it too, even to get that looking better. And glass roof on the top with this cool looking block formation on top of here too. That's neat. Really detailed. Quite a few different shades and colors and stuff going on here too. We got some, I don't know, kind of a little bit off grays. Almost looks like it has a slight, I wouldn't say green, but some kind of tint to it. We got some orange and the blues. That's cool. Oh, I just noticed this too. We got kind of like a red light over on this side and a green light on the other side on these front sections here. Really, really cool design. Very sci-fi. Very space looking. A lot of detail everywhere, and all these big pieces that kind of make up the ship, which are like these kind of oval structures that kind of all mount to a frame. And yes, we do have a fair amount of turrets on here as well, so I gotta assume that this has some combat orientation to it. Yeah, really cool. Alright, so let's try to figure out how to get aboard here. Is this, aha, it is. Open sesame. Alright, so let me go to nighttime. Have to see how the lighting looks in here. Oh, nice. Very cool. So yeah, you walk in instantly. You got this really cool looking hallway with just loads of detail around it. A lot of different textures, a lot of different block work going on here. I like the guardrail around the staircase coming in. Bunch of rooms off to the side here. Some of these are numbered. Actually, all of them are. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh wow, check this out. So we got some different rooms over here. So let's go to this way, then we'll get to these numbered rooms here. It looks like this is kind of going out to the outer hall here. Oh wow. So it looks like we've got some storage controllers out in this section over here. Ooh, 640 over there. So we got another 640 there. That's kind of cool. across here. Probably got some more, yeah, some more 640s over here. This is gonna have a lot of storage on it. It's pretty well lit in here too, I gotta say. I'm not stumbling around trying to see where I'm going or anything like that. All right, so let's see what's behind door number 5 here. Interesting. So it looks like we've got a armor repair and a advanced instructor, some cargo boxes over here and over here. Very cool. So okay, so we got 2 4s essentially. So we got a medical bay over here. Looks like it's got all its specialized equipment and everything that you'd want in a medical bay, pretty much. Very nice. What's on the other side here? Oh, we got like a crew room over here. So a bunch of bunk beds. Very cool. I was just kind of looking at these inner bunk beds, and I guess not exactly sure how people are supposed to get there. I guess maybe climb through the other bunk bed, but you know, that works. I kind of like the couch here too. That's neat. And then you got a kind of a glass room checking out this gravity generator in the next room over. So let's go to 3 number 1 here, which is gravity generator, and 3 number 2. Looks like we got a deconstructor over here. I wonder if there's LCD labeling or something saying what the numbers represent. Oh, and over here, oh, a little break room cafeteria. Very cool. I like the change in decor in here. It's got the kind of this red tile area, and then it's got a fridge up there, and this nice little block work around the I don't know, serving stand. Probably not the right word for that. And then we got some grow plots over here. It looks like this is set up for the Reforged Eden specialized grow plots, so it's only running 3 on the base floor here, and then you can pop in the other ones over the big ones, which are 3x3 in size that fit over that, and that's all you need for it. So definitely set up for that scenario here, but yeah, I bet you could probably remove some blocks and add in regular grow plots there too, in all the kind of labeled, decaled areas. So let's so it's kind of different on both sides here too, every one of these rooms. Okay, so we've been there, and this one over here looks like a bathroom. So a couple toilets, a couple showers, and yep, and our grow area. Wow, so the walls just opened up here, and we got some staircases on either side and a staircase in front too. Stay on this floor for now. Yeah, looks like we got some CPU blocks in this room area here. That's pretty cool with the blue lighting and everything going on in here. Very nice. Oh wow, look at this. Looks like we're getting into an engineering section here. So we got our shield and our warp drive and a couple big generators. Like how everything's displayed around here. It's gonna be, of course, a hot zone around here, but you know, it's kind of meant for that. As being an engineering area like this, a lot of detail, again, a lot to look at. A lot of textures, block work going on, little detail intricacies everywhere. So let's see, we came in right around there, so that loops around, and then there's a staircase that kind of jumps up here. Oh, and then you got this must be that reverse thruster that we seen from the outside of the ship right there. So you got access to that. The stairway looks like it keeps on going up. Main core up here. So there's our main core room. Nicely displayed again. Got a nice look. I mean, if you look at all the walls and everything, there's just a lot going on. It's very detailed. I mean, considering that, you know, how big CV blocks are in relation, it's really cool getting that level of detail in all these areas here. So that's going to go back down to that one room, and this looks like it goes right up to the main bridge. Bunch of passenger seats, or looks like 6 passenger seats in here, and then we got our pilot seats. I like the stairways kind of coming up there, and yeah, we got a whole bunch of LCD work going on up here too. That was really cool. So we got our shield. Let's see. Let me see if that actually works there. Oops. Okay, so let's turn the shield off and. Oh, okay. Use a shield switch to control. Okay, hold on. I didn't use a switch. Use supply shield switch on the control panel to turn off. Oh, on the control panel. Ah, right there. Okay. Yes, now it's disengaged. Very cool. So it's you just got to use that one switch for it. Very, very cool. Let me just go back in here and try to see if I missed some areas on the ship. Yeah, quite a staircase here. I think the author was purposely trying not to use many elevators because the elevators are kind of problematic. Okay, so we've been through there, and that was that reverse thruster. Let's go down to here, down to here. Oh, I don't think I went up these staircases. Oh, so this goes right to the outside of the ship. Man, I didn't even realize that from inside. Look how cool that looks. This is all ramps that just completely open up this passageway. But that would also probably keep it all airtight in here too. So you can walk through this area even though it's almost like you're outside, but you still have oxygen. That's cool. That is cool. And then, yeah, this is where we came in at. And I think that is the entire ship. I think. Yeah, we've been all the way up to the bridge, checked out the engineering area, the farms. Yeah. Well, that's a really cool design here. Take a look at that at night real quick. Yeah, I like the glowies and the texture lights and the red and green lighting effects on the front areas there. Some red lights on the back as well. I like these lights here by the landing gear too. And the bottom lights up quite well too. Look at all this intricacies though. This pipe work on this is really, really cool the way that's done. I like that main pipe I don't know, setup. It looks organized, it looks functional. Very nice, very nice. Let's get the lights back on. We'll take a look at some specs here. So let's see. To start with, it looks like it's man, like barely over 2.1 million. 14,000. Yeah, that's not going to affect anything there. Really cool idea with the switch and the heads-up display there. So we're unlock level 25, size class 10, 18-hour and 43-minute build time. It's going to use kind of your average amount of estrium and zirconium for this type of ship. Spec-wise, looks pretty good. Yeah, 103 ms lift, 93 forward, 47 reverse, 38 strafing, 40 down. 12 flak turrets, 16 minigun turrets, long-range radar and a detector. And then you've got your 3 grow plots, which are actually meant for 3 of the Reforge Eden farm plots, which are a whole new mechanic that is not in vanilla. 28 fuel tanks, 4 oxygen tanks. Yeah, very, very cool. Let's take a look at the storage on this. It's going to have quite a bit. So we've got, looks like an ammo at 320, 4 640s, got a harvester at 320 as well. And it looks like a bunch of boxes beyond that. So, yeah, this here, I mean, that would be like 8 320s alone. So 9, 10. So about 10 320s if you're looking at that stance there. Plenty of storage room. Looks like it has some good thrust power too. So I can imagine that it would be able to move that storage if you had it all filled up. Very cool. Again, this is the KEDS Heavy Freighter CV by Bone Dog. Very, very cool. Very detailed work and whatnot on it. I've really been I've been kind of Bone Dog's been building for quite a while. And his stuff is just getting more and more elaborate, more and more detailed. He's got that bug, you know, that building bug, I think, and it's really cool. I love seeing these kind of designs here. That is really cool. Love the detail. So next one here, we've got another creation again by this author that's been very, very busy lately, and this is the Reaver Mk1 Cv by Captain Caveman. And this is a pretty unusual looking ship again. Really exotic looking design here. Oh, I dig it. Yeah, the red and black look here. And it looks like there's some pretty crazy stuff going on with the thrusters here. In fact, I love this shaping right here with this decal part in there too. You can obviously see the thruster way back over here, but it's got, like his last creation too, had some interesting like thruster ports, kind of like what we're seeing here. That looks really cool, really sci-fi like, and the lighting is accenting that very nicely too. Yeah, that's cool. So the actual thruster is way over here, but look at all this stuff going on in front of it. That's just neat. Yeah, you can kind of see the light placement down in here in the sides, just to give it that look. Definitely like that. This is a great thing about what you can do with lights in the game. You can really just accent things and change the entire appearance of something. And also, I gotta assume that this is a now the last ship, I thought at first it was more of a combat-oriented ship. It does have a lot of turrets on it, and a lot of them are probably just cheaper, you know, placeholder type turrets for basic defense. But I didn't necessarily see any offensive weapons necessarily on it, or what I would consider like if you're going to attack enemy CVs and stuff. So I would have to say that it's not really combat-oriented. It's just got a lot of defense on that particular ship. And I also didn't see launchers on it, so that's kind of a thing. Most of the combat ships would usually have like some launchers and things like that in them as well. But look at all the detail and the craziness going on in here. Oh, these are shield parts here. Oh, that looks really cool the way that's set up. Yeah, this intricate block work that kind of like exposes that in these. Yeah, really cool design work here. And again, the black, and it's got some texture lights here with some accent lights. Yeah, nice idea on how to place these big shield parts. They're problematic to place in a lot of ships on the interior because they're big. They take up a lot of space, and of course you want to keep the players a good block away from that area, which is already pretty big. So you're looking at a big investment in space inside a ship to have these kinds of large shield parts and things like that. But the way you're doing it here, they don't interfere with any interior space at all, and it's part of the hull, and they look really cool on display like that. So definitely like the way that's being done. That's a nice idea there. Looks like we got a down thruster over there, and look at this crazy block work everywhere. I like the very consistent theme on this too. I mean, the way the red lighting's working. Wow, this has got even more big shield parts back here. So that would be at least 6 large shield parts, which is quite a lot. So this is going to be a pretty high CPU item, I would say, just by seeing what's installed on here. It's almost like, yeah, 2 like decent-sized ships strapped together with this center section in the middle here. It kind of looks alien. It really does. It's different. Kind of like that's neat. So this will be our main bridge here. That's got a cool look too. I love the glass work here. Wow, look at that. That's so cool. Again, this is yeah, it's that weird block that don't see get used very much, but look at how it's used here. That is cool. It almost looks like it's a deco piece or something, like it's something different in the game. But no, nice block work again. I love the thin blocks around and making all these formations and shapes. Now this one definitely has some launchers on here too. At least 4 that we've seen so far. There could be some more tucked away in here. A lot to look at. Ah, look at that, way in on the sides. Glad I went down there and seen that, or I'd have probably been lost. It is kind of highlighted there with some decals too. Let's see. So it doesn't look like you get into the main center area. It looks like you go through one of the sides. So let's do that. Hop in here a minute. Yeah. Set the lighting to nighttime. This lights up pretty good too. I mean, even during the day, I could see the lighting on it. Oh, this goes right into an elevator straight up here. Extreme temperatures. Okay, so we got an engine room over here. Yeah, this kind of reminds me a little bit of the setup on one of his past creations that I looked at too, where it had this kind of like hot room shield, or not shield, thruster access areas on it, which is again really cool. Obviously, you wouldn't want to be walking through here without any heat protection. It's probably mainly designed just to repair thrusters and things like that. And an elevator going up to the top over here too. Looks like it just gets you around so you could walk up to these various thrusters and replace or repair them if you had some damages or whatnot. Really cool. So let's see, and then from up we'll go to the center. So this is going to go right across here. So it looks like we've got aux CPU 6 through 10 over here. Nice. And we got some other CPU blocks there, a detector in the ceiling. It's going to walk to, I imagine this is getting close to the center of the ship. Yeah, there's our bridge. Oh, look at that. We got a, yeah, in case any intruders come in, you got a sentry gun right at the end of the hallway there to shoot you. Nice. We also got a fusion reactor. Expected that with the big shield parts. Looks like a storage controller and advanced constructor up on the ceiling. Another storage controller there. Fridge, clone chamber. Oh, a bunch of, yeah. So 2 storage controllers on that side. Like this walkway going around the fusion reactor, which has the glass around it. O2 and a med bay over here, and this looks like it's a quick entry to the center of the center portion of the ship from the back. Nice. And that would go to the other side over there. And then we got a access door to get into this area. Wow, what do we got going on here? So we got a shield. We've got, well, that's the bottom of the fusion reactor turned sideways. I was looking at that. I was trying to figure out what was going on there, but that's interesting. So the whole thing is kind of like this big piece here, kind of built in with a shield, looking like one big mechanical piece. That's cool. That is very cool. I like this trim around the door here too, with the very small blocks there. That fits very nicely, and it goes well with the window work right there too. And then up into the bridge. Yeah, if anybody tries to get into the bridge when the pilot's up here flying, you got some helper guns here to shoot any intruders. And the core's right back here. Now, yeah, I've been hearing a little bit of talk too that people kind of like to sit on the core, or at least in some cases. Like basically, if you're gonna get killed in combat, that it's best to be just, if they take you out, they take the core out, so then the AI stops shooting at your ship. You can spawn back in, fix up your ship, throw the core back in there, and get back to business without your whole ship getting destroyed this way. So it's definitely a way of thinking. It's probably not a bad idea at all. I haven't really done that. I usually put the core somewhere else in the ship. But even if you end up dying in the process, the AI would still shoot at your ship until they hit the core and took that out. Then they would stop firing at it. So I don't know. I keep on looking at it. I think there's pros and cons, I would say, to each way of looking at this. Obviously, the pros are talking here that the AI would stop shooting at the ship if somehow you got killed sitting in the pilot seat, which is the definite pro for this setup. The cons, I think, would be it would draw more AI fire on you in the first place. which would probably put you at a situation where you're more likely to get shot in your seat if you're sitting right next to the core, I think. But I don't know. Does the AI specifically target the core, or are they going to be shooting at everything else under the sun and not really care about the core right off the gate? I'm not sure about that one. It's more on the AI side of things. Like if would they shoot at? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would specifically target the core or not. They might. If they did, then it would draw fire closer to the player. But I know they would also want to be shooting at the player. So, yeah, it depends on the AI. But it's a interesting way to do it, and it's not a bad idea. It's a pretty slick idea there. Well, anyway, let me get the lights back on. We'll take a look at some specs here. So yeah, this one obviously it has room for additional CPU. Now I didn't go through one of the two sides of the ship, but I imagine that I think either side is probably the same here. So it's going to need extra CPU right off the gate. It's going to have a lot of shield on this. So 87,000 shield the way it is set up. So it's got a lot of the big shield parts. I don't know, I can't recall seeing any of the medium shield parts, but there's so much to look at that it's very easily I could have missed those as well. And then we also have a fusion reactor. Take a look at our stats over here. Oh, I must have the thrusters off. Yes, let's crank those. They're probably off by default because it needs more CPU blocks. You don't want to blow generators when you first turn it on, so that makes a lot of sense there too. So size class 9, unlock level 25, 24-hour and 35-minute build time. It is going to use quite a bit of resources, but then again, you can pretty much figure that out with this kind of weaponry and shields and whatnot on it. Quite a loadout of guns, and we do have 4 artillery cannons as well for your fixed weapons. It does have a multi-turret and long-range radar as well. So 51 forward, 23 strafing, 41 lift, 33 reverse, and 39 down. We already looked at the CPU here. Let's take a look at the storage. So we got an ammo controller at 124,000, or looks like 2 of those. So about about 250K for ammo storage. And it looks like we got 2 controllers, just over 320K each, I believe. Or yeah, so about a little over 640K of total storage there. Not too much cargo boxes. And then we have a fridge as well. So yeah, very cool. Very inspired design again. Unique. I haven't really seen a ship anything looking like this. And the idea of putting those big shield parts in as part of the hull, that's just a really cool idea. I like a lot of these other gun placements and things too. Everyone's kind of got its own thing, like its own larger part, which is really cool to see. I love to see parts get accented like that. And yeah, these front turrets too have a nice line of sight too. Each one can shoot over the other, and it looks like they wrap around the entire structure here. So that's literally like 12 turrets right in the first front area of the ship, in front of where even the thrusters are. So this area would be obviously designed to get hit first. These thrusters are fairly they're deeper in there, which is pretty cool. They have big strafing thrusters as well. Yeah, very nice. Again, the Reaver Mk1 by Captain Caveman. So next creation over here is the Ducenti 4, if I said that right, D-U-C-E-N-T-I 424i Touring RE by Ozfresh. And that is this guy right here. Really cool looking ship. Pretty elegant looking, I gotta say. I have a feeling this has a little bit of Star Citizen inspiration behind it. At least the name's kind of feeling that way to me. There's some ships in Star Citizen not named that, but similar on how the naming scheme is going. This is very cool. I like this this white-black design. Ooh, I like the LCD work here too. Interesting looking Oh, look at that. That is really cool. I was looking at like the staggered. Um, Obviously, these are all like these louvered door kind of things here. But there's different ones and there's different links and they line up differently on purpose to make that really cool looking effect when they open up. And then accented by the LCDs on the sides. That is really cool. I've never seen a door mechanism like that before. Ah, interesting idea. I like it. I like it. So it looks like we got a spot for a, got to assume long-range radar, and then a turret. I got to assume that that's what the T stands for. It looks like that turret would have a clear line of sight, at least on the center of it, off the front of the ship. Looks like maybe potential placeholders for some launchers if you wanted to put those in there, but right now it just has the antennas. And we got a nice little access doors going into the bridge over there. Some spotlights. Oh, look at that. There's a turret like on the underside here. That's just very discreet. I think this is more of a luxury type ship, and the turrets that are on here are, for the most part, trying to be fairly discreet. Well, I say that, and then I look at the top, and it's like, yeah, okay, these are obviously visible. But yeah, I like all the kind of tucked in ones too. That is cool. And it looks like out the back here we have some kind of big opening mechanism over there. Oh, and then the warp drive right in the very back of the ship. Some pretty cool, interesting looking block work over here too. And we got some strafing thrust, and we got some other forward thrusters there. Oh, look at the LCD accents, kind of mimicking the block work on the sides there. Another one of these discrete turrets, kind of underneath the outer plating. That's really cool. Big old glass cockpit on here too. Looks like it's gonna have really good visibility. A lot of stuff going on in there. And it looks like even above there, it looks like we got some more entry doors here. That's slick. Yeah, that's a different way to do it. So it's kind of this angled glass structure, and then these doors kind of fit like underneath them to give you quick access to the cockpit area, the bridge area. Very nice. I don't know where to enter the ship at. I'm gonna have to go through this door though, because this is just the most unique thing I've seen for doors. Yeah, that's cool. That's a new idea there for sure. I love that, again, the innovation on some of this is really cool. I would have never thought of doing anything like this myself. But that makes a pretty cool looking door mechanism. And this is that lower section here. Oh, caution. Oh, I like that. That just kind of appeared when I got close there. It's a cool looking LCD too. I like how it's like fading. Like different colors here, different makeup of the it just, yeah, different levels of reds on there. That looks really cool. So we got yeah, obviously a bunch of these doors over here. Maybe there's probably a bigger mechanism I'm supposed to hit to actually make these open up, I'm guessing. Let me get directly down below here and see if this auto opens. Nope, not there. So obviously it's detecting me here. Oh wait, advanced generator, or advanced shield generator. Nice. I like seeing the upgrade instructions inside the ship here. But this looks really cool as soon as you come in. Got some interesting looking cut-ins into the walls here. Some more of these doors. Oh, look at that. We've got a bunch of utility function right over here. So we got a storage controller and a armor repair. Looks like a place for, okay, place teleporter here. Nice. Got indications on where the parts go. And O2 on this side, another storage controller. Like the marble ceiling here. Even got some plants upstairs I see over there. Oh, look at that. Like a bedroom here. Like the LCDs and the glass again over there. But yeah, interesting. A bedroom right kind of off from the hangar area. Hit some balconies around there too. We'll have to head up that way. So looks like we got a 18 grow plots over here. Like the woodworking on the side here with the marble and a couple. Looks like a couple constructors up on the ceiling over here, and a couple small constructors. Detector. Looks like the main core is up there. Yeah, look at that. That's some pretty cool block work there. A lot of curved designs, a lot of fanciness going on there. And you kind of see through to the bottom lower glass area around the bridge. Over here, it looks like this is armor repair. That's displayed really cool. It's kind of yeah, it's a different way to put in armor repair. It's kind of neat though, because it kind of conforms that larger piece to look like a smaller piece, like a 1 block size part instead of a 2 block size part. Yeah, it looks like a fair amount of yeah, just a lot of function up on the sides over here. And this is these quick ways into the cockpit from this direction. And yeah, let's check out this cockpit here. A lot of crazy going on here. There's some extra glass in here too. You can barely see it. Here, actually, you know, I didn't go to nighttime when I came in here, so let's do the rest of the walkthrough with that. But yeah, you don't even see that, but there's some glass right here. This is like some extra protection. In case these front windows get hit, you got this like near like from inside the ship, nearly invisible barrier wall there. In fact, from the cockpit, I guess you can see it a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of cool. It's kind of some extra protection. This glass can only hold up to so much, and it gives you just another line of defense there. And of course, you got your ways in and out through the top there too. All right, so let's head this way. Okay, nope, that's out of the ship. All right, so let's go back this way. And I was seeing some other areas up on top here. Just trying to figure out how do you get to them. Am I missing an elevator or something out here? Let's get up there and follow that through. Oh, the ladders. Duh. There's ladders that get up here. Okay, so we got the like some medical equipment over here. Looks like yeah, all 4 specialized medical pieces, another storage controller, and over here looks like a couple of food processors and fridges and a place to chill, and a storage controller. CPU can be placed behind those blocks removed. Nice. Yeah, it's really cool. It's a kind of an elegant ship here, but it does have you know, a decent amount of guns on it. Probably say more of a defensive ship again, not so much necessarily set up to take on dreadnoughts or anything like that. But yeah, it's really cool. That's really cool. Can definitely blast away those pesky drones and things like that. Let's take a look at some specs here. So CPU wise, we're not even coming close to 2.1 million, and it's not even using what it is using from that. So yeah, not a lot of CPU already installed in here. So I gotta assume that this is a fairly inexpensive ship, considering. And yeah, I'd say it's not using much S-Stream or Zacosium. 9 hour and 57 minute build time. Unlock level 15. So yeah, it's not trying to push the limits here at all. And I believe I got the thrusters off, so let me turn those on. Oops. And take a look at its speeds here. So at 41 forward, 22 strafing, 47 lift, 37 reverse, 17 down, 6 fuel tanks, 5 O2 tanks. Looks like a defensive weaponry setup on here. I'd say for the most part, using pretty inexpensive turrets and things like that. Some sensory guns, basically to drone protection. things like that. Let's take a look at the storage. So, oh, I like the labeling here. So we got medical power and O2 box. We got a 320, which is raw ore and scrap. Imagine this is a box over here. Boots and gear, devices and blocks. So that's a big one. So 409K on that one. Input miscellaneous about 320, a little over that. Taxid, boots and gear 2, loot, ammo controller at 320, and that looks like 2 weapon boxes, closets. Yeah, so yeah, you got your a couple main controllers in there. Yeah, so you got a good amount of ammo, 320K there. And then input and miscellaneous was a 320, and this other one right here was almost 410. Very, very cool. And then yeah, at the nighttime look, you got the trim texture lights going along the body lines, which definitely a cool look again. Combined with some LCD work and things like that. Nice looking area of the side thrusters there too. Yeah, very, very cool looking ship there. Again, this is the Ducente 424i Touring RE by Ozfresh. Very nice work. So the next creation, let me get the lights on here again. We've got the author that doesn't sleep much. This is Ente. This is the M3 Miner for Reforged Eden. And this looks like it's seriously about some business here with doing what the name suggests, and that is mining. But beyond just mining, it looks like it has quite a lot of mining drills going on here. I'd say 10 of those, plus potentially some other mining apparatus there, and a whole lot of turrets and things going on here too. But what are these turrets? Hold on. Okay, so automated asteroid harvesting drill. These are all mining pieces too. They're not actual turrets. So this is one of the newer parts in Reforged Eden to go after those specialized types of asteroids and things like that. It's got quite a few of those on here. Really cool look here. So pretty thin and low profile. I like where the bridge is sitting here. Looks like you got some heads-up LCDs on the inside, and again, huge amounts of detail everywhere. It's pretty compact though. I mean, there's a lot going on in a pretty small area, but I love the fact that it's got the areas of the frame that you do see are really cool. It's kind of got that orange or that yellow and black construction vehicle look here. It's got some rust on it, and a lot of different textures going on here. It's really nice looking. And you got some grays and some more getting closer to blacks with the oranges. Again, a very cool looking color scheme, industrial look for sure. A lot of detail. Long range radar on the back on this kind of platform here. That looks really cool too. A lot of framework, some generators you can kind of see from the outside in this this formation over here with this really cool block work. Love this section again though. It's just the way the yellows and the blacks kind of mix together. It looks really cool. Got a couple spotlights on the front. I did turn those off right after I spawned it. Typically do that. And it looks like we've got some shield parts here that are kind of coming down on the bottom side that are actually looks like they're part of the ship here. That's really cool. And then a ladder that goes in on the one side over here. That must be our entry point. I would guess. Yeah. All right. So let's do the light. Hop up in here. Yeah, straight to business. So you hop in through here and you are at the bridge. Detector 1, Detector 2, nice pilot area. Looks like a controller right on the side, CPU block, cargo box on the ceiling, another cargo box up on that side as well. Yeah, it's just to the point. It's for business. It is a miner, but it's set up to do more than just your regular mining. It's also set up to do some of this more specialized asteroid mining. That's cool. Well, I flew. Yeah, I like how this is kind of like hanging down the way it is too, and it's not using a lot of room for the bridge at all. But it's looks like it would have a nice chunk of visibility here too. Kind of keeps you kind of in there. All right. Well, anyway, let's take a look at some specs here. Yeah, very pretty design again. Love the decor, the industrial look, and the high levels of detail everywhere. Oh, it looks like, oh, I didn't even see this. So we've got a quick way in from the top too. That's convenient too. That's really nice. So with the big arrow there indicating that. Very nice. So, oh yeah, CPU wise, not too bad, not too bad. I thought it was going to be higher than this. So yes, it's yeah, it's not up to 2.1 million at all. It's quite a bit lower than that. So yeah, it's only using 1.1 million, just over that. So what do we got here? Unlock level 25, size class 1, almost size class half. So 34 MS forward, 16 strafing, 26 lift, 16 down, 21 reverse, 2 fuel tanks, 1 ventilator, or 1 oxygen tank, 5-hour and 17-minute build time. Yeah, modulated asteroid harvester drill 10, asteroid excavator turret 1, and another 10 of these automated asteroid harvester drill turret. So there's modulated and there's automated ones. Yeah, so yeah, this is a hardcore miner. It says it's a miner. It's called a miner. It certainly is a miner, and it looks like it's set up, to do all the latest and greatest functions with mining in Reforged Eden too. So that is cool. Let's take a look at storage on here. So we got an ammo box at 14K, harvest controller at 320, and a couple boxes. So you got basically a 320K controller for your harvest, and then a little bit of ammo. One thing I didn't look at, did this have any conventional weapons on it? I think it does, yes. 2 heavy minigun turrets. So it does have some drone defense as well, and they're not your regular minigun turrets either. They're the better versions. And 10 modulated, 10 automated drills, and an asteroid excavator turret there. Let me say that word right. Very cool. Again, the M3 Miner Reforged Eden by Ente. And the last one I've got here is I'm going to have a little bit of trouble with the naming on here. This is the DSEV RE, or for Reforged Eden. It is the Progressus, or Praegressus, and this is by Serafinge. If I said that name right, I think I got the first part. Serapgen. This is a cool looking ship as well here. So yeah, I kind of noticed this one chilling out there, and I was like, "Oh, we got to check this out." This author's been around before. I haven't seen anything too recent from the author, but I'm glad to see they are still busy making some things here. This is actually a pretty big ship. I was kind of looking at it at first when I looked at the picture. I didn't think it was all that big, but it's sitting here. It looks like it's got a decent amount of space in it. So again, I'm liking the decor here, the LCD lighting on the or not LCD, the texture lights going along the trims, and again, a cool looking, interesting glass cockpit. Been seeing a lot of these, where a lot of people are really playing with this heavy glass and making some interesting looking patterns and designs out of that. This is no exception here too, so that's cool. And let's see what's going on here. Nice looking texture lights here in that formation. Oh wow, oh, that's an entry point. I wasn't sure if this was just some stuff to look at here, but no, it looks like yeah, we got elevators over here to get you in the ship. Oh, look at that. So we got a door going on the sides over here. Huh. I don't know if these landing gear were supposed to go all the way down to the ground there on the sides. It looks like this one, the three that are landing at X are down all the way, but the side ones look like they're up an extra block there. And obviously, yeah, cool way in too. I like the double combination of the ramp or yeah, kind of the ramp door and this other type, kind of combined into one setup there. That looks pretty cool, and it keeps it nice and angled and shapely as well. Oh, big old hangar door on the back here too. Oh, we're definitely going to have some hangar space. I like the extra, like the thin blocks with the texture lights and whatnot, making this big design going across the top of the ship there, and along the outer edges of it too. Yeah, that's all kind of uniform. All that's neat. That is neat. And these side areas almost kind of look like some kind of a nacelle type of thing too. So it's got a little bit of a Star Trek vibe to it, but I don't think it's necessarily trying to be that. It looks, you know, some elements to it. Very cool. And the LCDs around these, they kind of look like thruster housings there, or maybe this is meant for some upgrades later on. It looks like you could. It looks like these locations are certainly kind of intended to hold XL thrusters. Oh yes, they are, definitely. Okay, so those are, this is just some filler blocks here. And yeah, we've got room for XL thrusters in all these locations marked like that. Looks like another one probably right here. Maybe not in this case. Oh, well, maybe, yes. Okay, so that would be, oh, okay, so it's just, I was looking at the wrong orientation. It would be down an angled thruster there, so that would be a lift thruster. And yeah, okay, so that is what all this is about. So it looks like it's meant to be affordable, getting it, bringing this in, but it looks like it has room for a huge amount of, like, a lot of XL thrusters. It does have a couple back here in these forward areas here, um, and definitely room for a lot of other thrusters there. I was just looking at what it had in here stock. Obviously, a couple XL forward thrusters, but right now I'm not seeing thrusters in other directions stock, at least. Certainly has room for them, or maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing it. These ships get pretty big, so we'll take a look at the specs on it later there. So let's hop in the hangar here, and let me do the lights. Looks like there's a lot of instructions already here. Oh, so this is really cool. I like this look. Yeah, it's kind of darker. It almost looks like it's purplish, but I think that's mostly lighting effects. Let me get the flashlight out real quick. Yeah, it's not purple. It's just, it has to do with the lighting. You can see what the lighting will do to an environment. You know, what it would look like with the lights on and with the lights off. Quite a different effect there. A lot of LCD and a lot of attention to detail going on here. So it looks like we've got some bunch of stuff on the ceiling here. A bunch of looks like all 8 of the small shield parts there, as well as a warp drive. Like how that's displayed there. That is pretty cool. Nice looking logo. Deep space exploration. Versatiles. Yeah, nice looking logo. I like how the text was kind of overlaid over the other text there to make that cool looking, I don't know, a bit 3D-ish looking effect there. Very nice, very nice. And some general information about the promethium and oxygen there. That's cool. That's a cool looking display there too. Man, You know how cool it would be if you could actually get all this stuff to work. And I know there is, I've been told many times there is like a mod, like a script uh, thing that can be added into the game. I would have to research into exactly how that's done and how that works, but then you could actually access some stats in the game and put them on LCDs, which would be just wonderful. It would be so much added functionality you could do. Well, display functionality, you know, if you could actually make these things display how much ammo is in your box, or, you know, stats of the game, what your current speed is, you know, just pull stats from the actual game itself that are real, and then update those on the LCD. Components, nice. Got a clock, board, ingots. Nice. I like all that stuff there. And we've got a lot of information here on what to do with this ship and how to upgrade it. Quite a guide here. This is really cool. Look at this. It's like a book too. It's got the different 1.1 and 1.2 areas here. Final notes. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, you got to appreciate what the author takes. I mean, this takes a lot of time to do. I mean, straight up to just do all this out. I mean, if you were making a Microsoft Word document, you know, of the same thing, it would take a while to do this all up. And they're going out of the way to put all that in a ship here to I don't know, to help out anybody that you know, grabs a ship from the workshop here. This is such a unique look inside, though. I'm looking at this and it almost looks, I don't know what that looks like. It kind of looks like walking around a bit of a futuristic city here, like almost like a cyberpunk kind of thing, with all the lighting and whatnot going on here. But it looks really cool look there. So it looks like armor repair over there is cargo controller. Cool looking LCD there again. Constructor right there. Wow, there's quite a few different floors here. This is just wild. Taking a look at what this looks like. Oh wow, this is some crazy stuff going on here too. Look at that. That's one of them freaky Xeno textures, I think, but it's done in a certain shade that just looks kind of unique. Like, let me get out the light. Yeah, that's what that is too. That is just really interesting because the way only part of it show up with the lighting, but if you look at it like how it really looks kind of like some weird alien grass rock or something. I'm not sure, but that looks really cool lit up that way. I didn't realize it would illuminate like that. And these areas here, obviously these big openings here look like they, I'm sure it's on the instruction, but this kind of looks like it's meant for some big shield parts, potentially, or other pieces. I suppose I'd have to read the manual, but I'm sure it will say what these areas are for. They're certainly for big parts, though. Could be shield parts, which would probably be my first guess. Got a deconstructor over here. Looks like Wi-Fi. This is that big entry point here with the double ramps to make up the formation. We got quite a staircase over here. Wow, this is very unique on the interior of the ship too. It's just different. I haven't seen this before. Cool looking LCDs everywhere. Looks like areas for quantum cores over there. Another elevator going down here. And this kind of goes out the other side of this ship. So this is all in the center section, and then it's got like two areas like this that kind of join to the hangar. Again, it's kind of like this city. It's a really unique interior in a cool way here. Let's see where this goes. Ah, so there's our main shield. So obviously those other upgrade areas are probably for large shield parts, I would guess. We got our protection tank over here. Of course, I could read the LCD. I'm sure it says all that, but that's a lot to read. But yeah, if it's more than a sentence, you know, that's a little bit too much here. So this is heading up to the bridge. So I'll have to check out that area back there a little bit more to see if there's some areas that I miss. I love this clock. That's just random. I don't think I've seen anything like that in a creation before. Just this clock on the wall, digital clock. That's cool. It's just a nice touch here. This hallway's got a lot going on here. I thought these lights. There's a flicker going on with the lights. I thought that was the case there. And it looks like it gets over to the this bridge section, which is really unique looking too. So 3 passenger seats and a pilot seat out here on this big glass canopy looking out the front there. And the clock. That's a nice subtle thing there. Let's head back over this way. Looks like we got offline protection and a gravity generator in here. Our main CPU core, CPU block there, kind of a hangar overlook section. And okay, so we got a combat bridge, auxiliary cores, medic, and hangars. So let's head up this way. And, oh wow, this scaffolding walking across here, that is pretty wild. This is getting to into some of these areas where you put the thrusters. Yeah, these should oh, maybe those aren't. Yeah, okay. So yeah, here it is. Thruster goes out that side, the highlighted side. Highlighted side. Yeah, that's cool. So a ways through. And then a controller on the back side here. Engineering. Have I been in here? No. Wow. So we got more areas. This is certainly if I were to guess, I'd say this is a fusion reactor room over here, and there's probably another one on the other side too. Oh, you had a big advanced generator over there. Yeah, there's some crazy going on in the hallways here too. Just a lot of stuff. Looks like we got parts over here. Q for quantum potentially. It's an interesting way to display those. And oh, we got a generators in quantum. Yeah, that would be it. Scripts, emergency bridge, aux. Yeah, wow. There's a lot of attention to detail. I mean, just walking through this ship. Oh wow, this looks like some kind of coding or something going on here. Interesting. Components. That's cool. I don't know exactly what I'm looking at, but that is cool. That's just some interesting stuff going on here. But yeah, certainly kind of reminds me of like C++ or something there, a little bit. Not quite, but a little bit. But kind of with words and yeah, I don't know. That is interesting. So does this go anywhere else here? Why can't I see this way? Why is that jet black with the flashlight on? Well, that's because that's an LCD. Huh. Alright, so let's get back in the elevator. Go up over to here. Wow. So another hangar overlook area. And then we got a way to the bridge. Oh, this is the emergency cockpit area over here, which has got another setup of 4 passenger seats and a pilot seat, sitting much further back in the ship. So That front bridge could get destroyed, and then you would end up here. And we got, looks like a long-range radar on the inside here too. Wow, really unique ship. All kinds of nooks and crannies here. Let me get the light on here. It kind of like a weird, wow, I don't know, a bit of like a, I don't know why, I get that cyberpunk vibe, or you know that you know, with a bunch of buildings with a lot of neon lights and a lot of stuff going on there. And it looks really cool because it's kind of like at nighttime, and it's just a really interesting look here. And then the medic bay here too. I kind of missed that entirely there walking through here. A lot of areas to see. There really is. I still feel like I've missed something. I did see, I think, most of that stuff there. And yeah, that's cool. I like the big staircase over here too. I think a lot of people are rebelling against elevators right now because the elevators have been kind of problematic. Although they do take up less space, but that's about it. Anyway, so let's take a look at some specs here. So, to start with, we are size class 10, unlock level 25, 20-hour and 5-minute build time. Does use some estrium and zirconium. I kind of figured it would as a, you know, ship this size and whatnot. So 87 forward, 43 strafing, 87 lift, 87 down, 87 reverse. Comes stock at least with 8 flak turrets, 8 minigun turrets, long-range radar, and detector. A lot of fuel tanks, 41 fuel tanks, 19 oxygen tanks. CPU-wise, a smidgen over 2.1 million. Well, about 116,000 over 2.1 million. I believe the ship would be operational without blowing generators or anything like that, the way it is right now. But it is with all the upgrade parts and all the options and the enormous amount of XL thrusters and other things that you can add into the ship. You would want more CPU probably for a lot of that stuff. But you know, just thinking about it though, I'm looking at the specs here, the way it's set up stock. Considering how many more thrusters you can add into the creation, this thing could be very, very quick. Those XL thrusters have a lot of punch to them, and there's a lot of places to put them in a lot of different directions on top of what's their stock. So it could be quite a quick ship here. Just take a look at the. It seemed to move a little bit better than I thought it was gonna. So I thought I'd take a look at the hull material. It looks like the base hull material is carbon. Okay, so the interior obviously would be carbon too. So it kind of looks like we're carbon. I'm not sure if there's extra defensive stuff in here or not. Not necessarily. One thing I did here, let's look at one last thing here. I didn't look at, oh yeah, I did look at that there. Yeah, let's take a look at your storage. So, yes, we've got very nicely labeled and color coded. So it looks like we got fridges, reserves, closets, box ammo, armor and mods. That is a box there. Hold on, it's hard to see. Let me put away that. Oops. Okay, so some of these, yeah, like the one I'm looking at right now is 640K, so some of these are pretty big. Box work input, okay, so that is 640, and output is 640. Box deconstructor, okay, that's a regular box. So we got at least 2 640s. Oh wait, oh, this is a 320 here too. I wasn't sure if that was a box or a cargo controller. So those two are 320s. That's a 320. Yeah, quite a bit here. Wow. Okay, so all 6 of these are 320s. So 2 640s, 6 320s. Oh, this is a 642 box. Voidium 2. Ah, think this has some special purposes going on here. So we got 2 more 640s, so that's 4 640s and 6 320s. Yeah. What's their ammo? What's their ammo? Oh yeah, all these are ammo. Right? Well, it says ammo shield. Yeah, okay. So yeah, a lot of storage actually in here too. Very cool. Very cool. Nice, interesting looking ship. Really, really cool, unique interior on it. A lot of attention to detail. Kind of that weird cyberpunkish look on the inside. It's just, I think what's doing it for me is it's kind of open. It's got a lot of like, a lot to see, a lot of like glowies and lights and things like that. And it's just got a unusual look to it, and I really dig it. I really dig that look. That's just something you don't see every day. That's for sure. I've seen a couple space stations kind of have that look a little bit on the inside, but not so much on a CV before. And it's different, of course, too. So, but anyway, that is all of them for today. Some really cool ships here. A lot of inspiration and crazy designs. Everything is just so nicely detailed too. I love it. I love seeing that detail just coming through on everything. A lot of time and attention to detail put into these creations for sure. And other than that, that's all I've got today. Next week I'll try to get my builds done and to the workshop. I'm a little slow on getting the Imperial ship done. I did work on it again last night some more, but I do have, I'd say, a few more hours to go on the interior, and then probably a couple more hours of just setting things up and getting in sensors and lights and tweaking and detailing and stuff. But my goal right now is to get that out next week sometime. Could be next week, like Friday, probably actually. But that is my goal, and I'll try to get that one finished up too. And it's got a weird interior that I'm working at and trying to take my time doing so I can get everything looking neat and nice. And it's kind of a strange layout too that I'm trying to work around. But anyway, y'all have yourself a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, to all the authors here, excellent work. Just a lot of really cool stuff. Different inspirations, but they all have something in common. They're all very, very detailed ships. A lot of time and effort were put into everything here, which is, I love to see it. So anyway, y'all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.